Hi guys, welcome back to At Home with Holly. My name's Holly. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. We've got some outside projects to take care of. So I've got some supplies. First I have chicken treats because every time I come outside they seem to get some. And I have some empty containers, some whoppers, some gloves, some seed saving envelopes, and some nippers and stuff. We're going to be two main goals today. Number one, to save all the flower seeds, not all of them, but a lot of flower seeds, and to cut down the pepper plants and harvest all the peppers that are left. We're about 2 weeks from our last frost. I've had my fill of peppers. I have donated, I have cooked, I have preserved, I've done all the things. So at this point, I just want to do one last batch of stuff. So whether that's just vacuum pack them diced, or whether that's make pepper jelly or add them to chili or soups or whatever I'm going to do. So at this point, I want to be done so I can get that bed ready for fall. I can get it amended. I can get it. We've got some beneficial nematodes that we're going to be putting on all the beds and stuff. So I just want to go ahead and get that cleared out. So first things first, we're going to feed the chickens, which is going to be the way we keep them quiet while we're out here working. Hi, girlies. Hi, girlies. Hi, girls. Let me get them their treats. So we had some tomato skins and some leftover corn and all that kind of stuff for them to eat as well. All right, now they should be happy and not be screaming at me every time I walk by. So I think we'll start with some sunflower seed collecting. Got a couple different sunflowers that I want to get, and I want to make sure I know which kind's which, so I've got them all sorted and labeled. We'll take these over to the first one. So this one was actually a volunteer, and it had like multi-trunks and was huge and beautiful, and lots of like smaller sunflowers, and the windstorm knocked it over, and this was the only one left. So I'm going to harvest it. Okay. All right, one down. So this was another good one. I should go on the other side of the fence to get it, but I think okay, now I have it. All right, let's get the rest of this cleaned off, huh? Amazing. So most of the seeds have been eaten by the little finch birds. There might be some left in this guy. Let's see. Put those ones in a bag. And I also love that by saving the seeds, these are the genetics from the ones that did really well for us. So, I mean, if you look down the line, all those heads, I'm just going to keep gathering some real quick from each and every one of these. Beautiful. Okay, we've got a ton of straw flowers. And their seeds are dropping everywhere. So I want to try to get them in where they need to go. Because we are about to have straw flowers in every bed the way these are blown around, which is fine because they're beautiful, but I don't know that we need that many. Most aggressive vining plant ever. Oh my goodness, the Malabar spinach finally grew. That's so funny. But it was too late because this gourd took over the whole trellis. Too late. This was not on my agenda for today, but they've already gone to seed, so I might as well put them along the fence line. That looks better. Now, actually, let's cut these out. So I cut most of the dried side off and put them along the fence line, but I honestly don't care if there's zinnias seeds in my homemade compost. I love zinnias, so I'll take it. What was my plan today? Sunflower seeds. Yes, yes. So these were my Sunflower Steve sunflowers. And I had some favorites. This one was a favorite. This guy was pretty too. Oh my word. All right, so I'm gonna leave these guys in a separate pile because they're like fancy sunflower seeds. But I put them in a separate place on my step so they don't get mixed up. He still needs to dry out a little more. Okay. I'll leave him. Oh, he's got to dry out a little more too. Let me go check the one on the other side. I do see a lot of tomatoes that are blushing that I should bring inside. Oh, this one has blossom end rot. This guy's dry. Ooh, dry and also wet because it has rained a lot. I need to not get distracted. I'm not doing tomatoes today. Today I'm doing peppers. So I need to not get distracted and I need to get these pepper plants out, harvested, processed. So I'm gonna put you guys up here. Now I know that some of you guys overwinter these. I do not. We have a long enough growing season that I can grow them. I can start them from seed and grow them all the way through to maturity and get tons and tons and tons of flushes. So this way I can experiment with different varieties and I don't have to worry about keeping something alive and dormant. I'm going to make a chicken pile for the ones that were eaten. All right, so I am clipping this off at the root. Uh-oh, did I just clip the tomato plant? I did. I clipped the tomato plant. That's okay. We're almost done with the tomatoes too. Okay, so I'll pick those tomatoes. All right, this is a pepper plant. All right, now we have to take all the tomatoes off of this guy. Whoops. That's okay. Got a ripening station inside. Well, this corn that is for sure not baby corn sure does make nice shade. So that's awesome. Okay, so we got half of this basket, probably like 2 gallons worth of peppers, but there's still half a basket left. So I'm gonna pick all the blushing tomatoes, put them on top, even though it was not on the agenda. Let's go do that. So on the way to harvesting the blushing tomatoes, which we did end up doing, I actually stopped and pulled out the tomatillo plants. I am done with tomatillos for the year. We have gotten so many tomatillos, and so I have made salsa verde. I have donated. I've given them away, and so at this point, I just ripped all the plants out, made a pile of tomatillos that I will come back later, and kept going with the blushing tomatoes. Okay, you guys, we did it. So we got all of the peppers cleared out of that one. We got almost all the blushing tomatoes out. I ran out of room in my basket and my shirt. We have the sunflower seed heads drying over there because they're still a little damp. So I'm going to leave them outside the rest of the afternoon in the sun, and then I'll put them in a box in my garage, like an open box, so they can continue drying. Then we have our basket of sunflowers from on the fence line. We have all of our seeds that we labeled in our bags, and we have a basket full of, what do we have in there? Peppers and blushing tomatoes. And the chickens have been fed their treats, and I'm going to go inside and get cleaned up. So I want to thank you guys. I'm going to show you guys what I do to process these. All I do is lay them out on a table, and they will ripen on their own once they've started blushing. Really, green tomatoes will do it too, but they ripen from the inside out. Bug just hit my hand. They ripen from the inside out. So once you can see a little bit of blushing on the outside, they've already begun the ripening process. Best case, they ripen outside. Second best, they're homegrown and they're ripen on your table. So I'm going to ripen those on the counter at home. We'll get them processed into sauce and chili and all the things. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the peppers yet, but of course I will take you guys along with me whenever I do that. I wanted to give you guys just a quick little view of my ripening station. It's just a folding table in my house that I can unload everything on so that I can keep an eye on it and watch it so that as soon as they ripen, I can process them. And that's them all laid out together. I want to thank you guys for all the likes and the comments and the shares. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye, my friend.